What it do, Nutsack crew? It's your boy Nutsack MMA, and today we're making a new video. And today we're gonna be looking at the UFC 304 main card predictions. I'm not gonna be predicting this fucking Fight Night Apex one that's coming up because that card's shit, and I don't really care about that. So this week we're gonna be doing the 304 main card predictions instead. And the prelims of this card are kind of weak, so I mean I wouldn't say they're weak, but like they're nothing special. So I'm not gonna predict them because I'm assuming y'all don't really want to hear me talk about them or like break them down or anything. But the main card of this pay-per-view is 6, so I'm gonna be predicting all those fights. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Coming up with the first fight, we got Arnold Allen versus Giga Chikadze. I will be picking Arnold Allen to win, and I think it's gonna be easy. I wouldn't say it's gonna be easy. Giga's okay, but Arnold Allen is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated fighters in the UFC. He's really an elite striker. He took 2 rounds off of Max Holloway, which is super impressive, and he was only striking with him. And Giga's a little bit old, and he's been inactive recently. I think he's coming off an injury, if I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just an Arnold Allen layup win, low-key. Just because the Mobstar Evloev fight was kind of controversial. But yeah, like I said, I think it's going to be an easy win for Arnold Allen. Unfortunately, I just don't think Giga's the same guy anymore. I think he's slow, and Arnold Allen's super fast, and I think he's going to get it done easily, for sure. I think he's going to knock him out. Alright, coming up next, we got Bobby Green versus Paddy Pimblett. This fight was hard for me to predict, low-key, because honestly, I think it could go either way. I think if it stands up, Bobby Green could piece him up and get a decision or knock him out even. And I think if Paddy's able to take down Bobby Green, I think he will be able to submit him. But I thought about it a little bit, and I'm gonna be giving it to Bobby Green because he's just more experienced, and I think Paddy Pimblett lost to Jared Gordon. I think Paddy Pimblett's a little overrated by the UFC, not by the fans, but by the UFC. I just don't think he's a ranked level fighter, to be honest. And Bobby Green's just he's always he's like the gatekeeper of that division. So and I think Paddy Pimblett did not look good against Jared Gordon at all. I think Jared Gordon got robbed for sure. And Paddy Pimblett's last win was against Tony Ferguson, who's unironically like the worst fighter in the UFC. And Bobby Green just had a really good performance against Jim Miller, who I think would also beat Tony Ferguson. And yeah, so I think Bobby Green's gonna keep it on the feet, and he's gonna piece up Paddy and maybe get a decision. I predict Bobby Green by decision. But yeah, moving on to the next fight. This is a sick fight right here. This is Muhammad Mokaev versus Manel Kape. This is the same thing as the Bobby Green Paddy Pimblett fight. I think if it stays on the feet, Manel Kape chins Mokaev. But I think if Mokaev is able to take down Manel Kape, he might be able to lay on him for 3 rounds. In all honesty, I really don't like Mokaev. I think he's super boring, and I just don't like how he fights, and I think he's a little overrated. But I will be picking Manel Kape to win because I think that he'll be able to keep it on the feet long enough for him to chin Mokaev or just like piece him up and win a decision. Muhammad Mokaev had the stinkiest decision ever, 29-28 against an Alex Perez who hadn't fought in like 2 or 3 years. And Manel Kape is better than Alex Perez, and I think Manel Kape is like an elite striker for sure in this division. So I will be picking Manel Kape to beat Muhammad Mokaev. Moving on to the next fight, we got Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blaydes. Now, I think people are underrating Curtis Blaydes a little bit when going to this matchup. I think Tom Aspinall will be able to win, but I'm not sure how. I think Tom Aspinall could beat him by a knockout, but I wouldn't be surprised if it went the distance. But I think Tom Aspinall will knock him out in the first or second round, like always. But Curtis Blaydes is tough. He's durable, so don't sleep on him. But yeah, Tom Aspinall is the best in that division. He's my favorite fighter, so maybe I might be a little biased, but I will be going to Tom Aspinall for first or second round KO/TKO. So yeah, moving on to the next one. Main event, Leon versus Belal. UFC finally wanted to get it out of the way so they could have the welterweight division running up again. They were not excited to make this fight. Leon, I think, will win. Leon has fought better wrestlers. Well, not better wrestlers, but Leon has fought people like Belal and hasn't really struggled against them. And not to mention the first fight they had, Leon was piecing him up before the no contest because of the eye poke. But Leon has fought guys like Kamaru Usman and he's beaten them, and I think Kamaru Usman's better than Belal. Maybe Belal's a better kickboxer than Usman, but I think Usman's a better wrestler. And I don't think Belal really has anything to offer Leon, and I think Belal's like 37, so. But yeah, I just think Leon will be able to defend the takedowns. He has good defensive grappling, so I think he'll be able to defend the grappling well. And Belal's I think he's underrated when it comes to his kickboxing. He has good kicks, but I think Leon's the far superior kickboxer. So I will be going Leon Edwards by decision. But yeah, that's gonna be the video. Short video. If you guys liked it, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all back in the next one. Peace out.